I'm so sorry. I'm late. I blame it all on this punch right here. Just trying to find it. I was tearing this place apart, and I'm sort of half getting ready for my retreat this weekend in Volano. I've got one foot in a retreat, another foot um, here. So I was packing things up, and I thought, oh my goodness, my hibiscus punch is missing. But I found it. So thank you all for hanging around and waiting for me to get my act together. I thought finding my Mardi Gras beads, because today is Mardi Gras, was going to make me late. But no, I put my finger, I knew right where to look for those things. It was this darn punch. When I started to get things together. So, welcome to a tardy project recipe. Happy Mardi Gras, and we can party as soon as we finish this 2-page spread. So, fun 2-page spread. As a reminder, you can print the instructions at my website. You can get to my website by going to DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com. And when you get to that site, you're going to see this video. Probably it'll show you a preview of Facebook. So it'll show you a preview of what's going on this video. But what you'll want to do is go toward the top of the page and click on calendar and events. And then you'll see today's event. You'll click on that and you'll click on the button to RSVP. It'll take you to the event page. Scroll down a little bit and there's a see more, something like that. And when you click on the see more, you'll see a click here to download project recipe. And you can download the project recipe that we will be doing today. And last month, hey Frida, and last month, some people had a hard time finding it because as soon as it was that day, it disappeared. So I was able to tweak some things on my website so you could actually go back to past events. So even though it's happening right now, you can go find today's event on my website. And you can print the project recipe. So the name of the project recipe is Seaside, and Seaside came out this last June. It was wildly popular, and as usual, I will not be working with the Seaside paper. I don't know that I've ever actually used the same paper that's in the project recipe. And I do that on purpose so that you can see that the project recipes are not necessarily meant to be copied. They're the recipes are made to help you with your with any page that you might be doing. So when I pick the project recipe, then I'll go through my pictures, pick the photos. If I'm looking for in this particular one, I was looking for 5 landscape photos and 1 portrait photo. But since there's not a lot of journaling, really, I picked 2 portrait. I'm going to take this off. Whoops. All right. I'll keep my necklaces on. I'll share it with you if you're home alone and you want to show your boobies. No, just kidding. Well, I can't see anyway, but there will be no flashing going on over here. And I didn't do that to get these beads. You can buy them. All right. So on the Mardi Gras note, there's a new kit called Let the Good Times Roll, and you can purchase that on the Creative Memories website. And there's the mass punch, which I showed on Tool Time. And I see that many of you all are already saying shared and commenting shared. Thank you so much for sharing the video, and you will be entered to win $10 off your next order. And let's see. if there's anything else I need. Oh, I've got my Go Gray in May shirt on because you can, no, you don't. I've got my Go Gray in May shirt because registrations have been coming in for that. I would say probably about half full already for the Go Gray in May event, which is May 13th and 14th. It'll be just like Jumpstart. So there'll be like a little mini preview day on Friday, just 12 to 6. And then full day on Saturday that includes lunch. So you can come on Friday, get yourself settled, and then uh, and then you're funny, Subi. And then you'll be all set to go for Saturday. And then also don't forget that National Scrapbook Day, my National Scrapbook Day event is coming up. So officially National Scrapbook Day is the first Saturday in May. But since I do my Go Gray in May event, I usually, or in the last few years, I've been holding my celebration in honor of National Scrapbook Day earlier in the year, and so it's virtual only. I started that with COVID, and it's kind of nice. I don't have to worry about running out of tables. We can all join in. I give challenges, tons of giveaways. There'll be a going gone gazebo. There's a special event shirt for National Scrapbook Day. The theme is like periwinkle, and it's really pretty. It's out on the Creative Memories website right now, but if you sign up directly through me, you'll see the collection you'll get. So you don't want to order that through my website unless you want extra of those. You could do that. And there's a bee punch, which is adorable. And so our theme in the shirts, they say, don't worry, be scrappy. And so it's got the little bee on there. So I'll be working on those. And those of you that have already signed up and are getting the shirt, I think there's about 12 of you that are getting shirts. I messed up on the registration form and didn't capture those sizes. So I will be reaching out to you in the next few days to get the sizes from you. There was a new product release from Creative Memories yesterday. So I'm going to just take you over there really quick to show you what is new. And all right. So free shipping right now on orders over $80. So since I combine orders, it'd be pretty hard for me to combine an order and not hit the 80. So I'm offering free shipping on the orders placed through me during this time period. So if you just need, I don't know, something less than 80, then I'll offer the free shipping on that too. And then, of course, those of you who are going on the retreat, now as a perk, some of you already get free shipping at a retreat. My citrine level, that means they've attended 10 of my retreats. They get free shipping at a retreat. So those of you that place orders at the retreat, you'll get, everyone will get free shipping because it falls within this. So we're just watching this little truck go by. It isn't something that Creative Memories does often. So I know in this, Amazon Prime kind of a world, we hate to pay shipping, but as someone that ships a lot of things to you, I can tell you emphatically that the $8.95 that Creative Memories charges normally is a steal, because even if I have to mail something, just to the next town, it'll easily cost $8 if it's a paper pack. So not even like a box, just those dimensions, 12 by 12 stuff. It just gets pricey. All right. So I've kind of released myself of that. And that's why I'm able to get things for you all pretty quick, because I just place orders as they come in. And sometimes I just have it shipped right to you. Okay, so this is called the Endless Meadows, and it is beautiful. This will replace our Spring Cottage. So the Spring Cottage that came out last year around this time, that is While Supplies Last. So if you really liked the Spring Cottage, you want to get that. And I'm just going to scroll down. These are the the papers and the decorative elements. And then, of course, the Fast to Fab refill pages. I think Rosie was working on some Fast to Fab pages recently. And if you haven't worked in them, they're pretty awesome. The stuff's pre-printed right on there. So you can save yourself a paper pack if you find yourself going through a lot of paper pack. And so you're working on pages, but it's kind of like you're working on paper. This is the newest Border Maker cartridge, Circle Chain Border Maker cartridge. I love it. We had something similar in the past. They weren't perfect circles. I love the possibilities with that. You know me, I like to, when there's a new tool, I kind of like look at what else it can be. And that is one that I think is going to be very versatile. It'll be great for sports. It's just a nice border. It's going to make a really nice border, and it'll work well paired with other things. So these are the National Scrapbook Day items. So if you order the Queen Bee set on my website, you are going to get everything you see here, plus you're going to get these embellishments over here, the layered embellishments. So you're going to get this whole pack, the sketch booklet, the paper pack, the card stock, the project recipe, the stickers, 2 packs of embellishments. You're going to get the bee, and you're going to get a shirt. And the shirt is this, it's like this color right here. It's this periwinkle, the darker paper in that set. So you're going to get all that. And, Queen Bee. Then you also get the card kit. Now the card kit I'll be making out of this paper pack that's featured here in the top right, and all the embellishments. So that's what I'll be designing the card kit out of. And those of you going to Volano retreat this week, Retreat to the Beach in Volano, you'll likely see me working on those cards. So that is my goal, is to have those cards done by next Tuesday when I'm with you. And that way you can see the cards and decide what you want to do. So lots of you decided you are Queen Bees, so you are getting it all. And during that 10 days of my virtual National Scrapbook Day, we'll have challenges, we'll have classes, there'll be a Going Gone gazebo, and there'll be crops. It's going to be lots of fun. And as usual, I may be popping up in places that you wouldn't normally expect me, because, you know, that's how my life is. I was in Virginia this past weekend and watching my son run indoor track, and now outdoor track starts for him, and that goes all the way till June. So with that, I think it's time for us to make our page. Let me see. Yes. You should have already gotten the new BMC, but if you need this new one, the circle one, Marshall, I'll get with you on that. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Looks like I've got some YouTube. Oh wait, I put them in timeout. That wasn't good. I don't know that you guys can't see the YouTube comments. We've got somebody in the comments, a troll in the comments over there. Not really a troll, just saying weird things I don't understand. Okay, let's make this page, shall we? Enough of this messing around. Let's see if I can do this without you losing sound and all that good stuff. Okay, well, I might have to cause an earthquake, because I think I need to move this a little higher. You know what? Instead of an earthquake, let me just buzz on out of here for a second. Here. All right. And this way, I won't make anyone nauseous. While I quickly adjust things around here. Okay, let's see. What do we got going here? We've got trimmer. We've got a little bit of a mess. Okay, whoopsie. Sorry, had to go earthquake mode really briefly as it turned out. Okay, it's one of those days. It's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Is it Monday? What's happening? Oh, thank you, Stacy. Okay, so this is the project recipe we're doing. As I mentioned before, we needed 5 landscapes and then 2 portrait. And what I've decided, instead of the rope, no, I am using the rope border maker cartridge. I thought I had decided on something else, but nope, I just decided to use a rope since I am working on cruise pictures, the scrapbooking cruise pictures. So let's see. For this recipe, we need 2 sheets of paper. Now these are going to end up being our backgrounds, and so you can see the blue and the red, where the blue is cut and the red is on the outside. So those are going to be joined together, and then we're going to use 2 pieces of whatever this paper ends up being as the welding piece. Now 3 of our mats are from one sheet and 2 mats are from another. Then we're going to punch out of, we're going to punch 4 times. And then we've got these welding pieces. So here's what I've got for paper. On this cruise, our theme was flamingos. So I've got some pretty paper, and what I decided was I'm going to use this white. I know it says reverse, but I think that the rope is going to look best in white. So I'm actually going to, this piece number 3 is going to be my white cardstock. So I'm going to kind of set that to the side. And then this piece, since I really don't want to use the back of it, is going to face this piece. This is going to be my background sheets, these 2 sheets. And then this piece right here, since we do use some of the reverse, and it's a pretty yellow and this pretty teal color. Now this was from the I Am Grateful theme pack, which I believe is still available. These were from 2 different packs. This was for the Sweetheart one, that the cards with the big folding card. I used that pack for this. And then this was Love Wins, which is no longer available, which is too bad because it has some great sheets in it. What I discovered when I was hunting down pink, and I think I've mentioned this before, is that we don't have a ton, excuse my chair noise, we don't have a ton of pink papers. So it was really kind of hard to find some pink printed paper. All right, so these are really simple. We're going to cut both of these pages the exact same way. 4 by 12, which will leave us an 8 by 12 sheet, and then the same thing. So I'm going to cut 2 4 by 12 strips off of both of these papers. So since I'm not using the back, I don't really need to worry about the direction of the print on the back, since we won't be reversing any of these. These are just going to be my background papers. So that's done. And same with this one. I just have to decide, do I want the lines predominantly going vertical or horizontal? And I want them going vertical. All right, so those are the first 2 sheets already done. That was super easy. Next, we're going to move on to this one. Now, it calls for tone on tone, again, because it asks you to reverse 2. It's hard to tell that these prints are different on either side, but as I already explained, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, this sheet is going to be my white sheet. So I'm going to punch a border, punch a border, punch a border, punch a border. Here we go. I get to use one of my favorite tools, which is the Border Maker System. And I've decided to use the same choice that the designer used for the project recipe, which is the rope. I wanted one that would fall away, and this border will fall away from the punch. And how I know that is there isn't a a line, flat line that shows it stays connected to the paper. All right, so in order to use this system, we have to flip out the little guide on the bottom, put our paper in. That makes it so the perfect amount of paper is ready to be punched. Now these little prongs that are different size, hard to see, they fit into little grooves on the bottom, and then the little notch right here lines up with the notches on the tool itself. So we've got one rope. It's not a great punch. A lot of times the punches surprise you at how large they are, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when you look at the picture, either on the site or on the packaging, it's easy to kind of get fooled about the size. This is a really nice one, and I do believe it's still available. You know, things change, especially when there's any kind of a promo, like the free shipping promo. They sometimes stuff will just randomly sell out when you're not paying attention. I was really worried about the bees, actually. So yesterday, I had to I purchased all the bees that were ordered as part of the queen bee packages. Now you see me trying to like tearing off a little bit. That's because, I mean, I guess in cardstock world there is allowed to be a little bit of a variance. This one seems to be slightly over 12 inches, and so it's leaving this little bit. So that's the paper, that's not the tool. Normally it's perfecto. Let me make sure I'm down here. If you're just joining on and you haven't shared already, you want to be shared, and you'll be entered to win $10 off your next order. Now, I will do the drawing at 10 o'clock tonight. When I'm on live at 4, which is most Tuesdays, I'm really just on at 7 for card class. But when I'm on at 4, then I do the drawing at 10 to give people time to get home and watch the replay if they want. All right, so back to my guide here. I've punched my 4 ropes, and now I need to cut at 6 1/4. 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then that should leave me with 1 1/2. But we'll see, because every punch sometimes is a little different, so there might be a little bit to trim off. However, I did use the same punch that is mentioned in the guide, so it should work out. And I can already see that it is. I have 1 1/2 going this way, so that is going to leave me with the perfect amount. All right. Now I need to turn this at 6 1/4, and I need to trim it to 4 1/4. All right, so that's done, and this is extra, and I've got my handy dandy camera punch and one of my faves, which unfortunately is no longer available, the hibiscus punch. Creative Memories is bringing back some, I think the Mosaic Border Maker, Mandala punch maybe. That is coming back, and they've started to call certain things evergreen products, which we don't have to worry about them selling out. Their Creative Memories is going to keep them in stock for a certain amount of time. So that is one that they're bringing back. That's coming back by popular demand here. So if you didn't get it, you'll have a chance. And on the website, I didn't scroll down all the way to show you that there's 2 punches that are expected early March. That must be stuck somewhere because it looked like they meant to be launched right now, but they're not available. All right, so I've got this last strip to cut right here. It's already 1.5, so I need 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 4 1/2. And then there's little dotted lines, which is probably impossible for you to see on your screen, but we're going to notch those out, and that's these little flags, the little V cuts. So the first one is 3 1/4. My contacts are so crazy today. I'm like seeing double vision here. I have an astigmatism, so my contacts are weighted. They have to sit in my eyes a certain way. And they're weighted, so they normally go that way on their own. Sometimes I have to move them around. I feel like that's where I'm at today. Okay, now you know more than you needed to know about my contacts. Okay. All right, so we're going to snip those out, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We've talked before. Some people like, I like to go very shallow on my cut. I sort of eyeball the middle because I don't like to crease the paper. But what I've seen a lot happen where people go super deep with their cut, and I mean, if that's what you like, then by all means. But I end up, it's just one of those done is better than perfect scenarios for me. Now I might not end up using all of these because I'm just I decided to just use the plain white cardstock, and although it doesn't say, it does say on this middle one to reverse it so that it's a different color, all 3 of mine are going to be the same. So I might have to flip it maybe because my next one will have some reverse. Anyway, I might have to play with those, but it's okay. Or end up ditching one. So that 3rd sheet is done, cut to the side. Now our last sheet, and our first cut is going to be at 6 1/4. Now I do want to pay attention because of the pattern. I think I want to do it this way. I think I'm doing it this way. All right, so 6 1/4. Oh yeah, Jen? Well, maybe. You can fill out a request, but that is a great idea because people do have a hard time with them. Like I said, they end up getting shorter and shorter because usually people go too deep for the first one. I say that, but maybe it's just this is really dangerous. I'm talking and cutting. 3 3/4. 6 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, that's going to leave us with this tiny little 3/4 inch piece over here. And this is one of the ones that gets notched. So I'm going to go ahead and notch it. Okay. That is notched. And what else? Our next is 3 inches. 3-inch. And from there, we have to go 5 and 5 and 2. We'll be left with a 2. So 5 and 5. And that leaves us with the little 2, and that's going to be a notch. Yeah, so if you find you have trouble, then start shallow. So this one's got like one of each. One deep little leg, one shallow leg. Okay. And we've got 2 welding pieces, and we need one other one that's 3/4 inch. So I'm going to cut the 3/4 inch. Thank you. And this one goes to 5 1/2. So I can close that. Watch this, baby. All right. This is scrap, but I might end up taking some of that off and using that on the other page. And then I'm going to cut this last piece in half. Should be 2 inches, and it is. And, you know, I know some people struggle with the cutting, and so they prefer to use like the sketches, so there's kind of a mixed view on that. Some people like to use the sketches and then just kind of let it free flow, and other people like to have the measurements so that it can be precise. All right, I just like when I can use most of the paper and I don't end up adding to my little scrap collections, which I have shown before. All right, well, it is time to assemble now, and that went really fast. So I'm going to put this trimmer off to the side here. Now we're going to weld. So I have to decide what's the middle and what's the edge. I think I'm going to make the middle the light pink. So this is going to end up on the right side page. So I'm going to put that over. So these 2 pieces are going to match like this. And I'm going to weld together with one of my welding pieces. And remember, that was listed here on our guide. Over on the side, it says welding strip or welding piece. So it doesn't matter what side I put the adhesive on the welding strip, but it does matter which side I weld them to, which side it gets welded. So I am going to just take this strip, and I kind of am going back and forth. You can also go this way with your adhesive, but you don't have to worry about getting right down the center. So that piece is now welded together. And I love this technique so that you don't have to, use a whole sheet. You can use 2 and kind of mix it up instead of using a whole one of this on the left side and a whole one of this on the right side, and then using a 3rd sheet to add these blocks. Now I've just used 2. So, and then if that's one thing we all need to do is conserve paper, right, everyone? Because probably none of us have enough paper. And of course I'm joking, because we all are. I shouldn't lump you into my paper hoarding. But I know that because I've seen some of your stashes, that most of you have a lot of paper. All right, so E and G. Oh, that's fun. E and G. Okay, so yeah. I don't know why it looks like there's something going down the middle, but that's just the sample. Oh, you know what? I think they put a sticker on there. Okay, so this looks like that with the two ropes together. And I like it. Or you could kind of butt them up next to each other like that. I don't know. Maybe I kind of like that better. It's very delicate. And these pictures are not very, very delicate. I mean, this is Crystal circa 2012. And it was good fun. I miss the scrapbooking cruises. Maybe we can get back out there and do it again. I'm going to switch to my repositionable tape so that I don't even have to really pay attention to the adhesive situation on the back. I can just kind of let it fly. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on. I'm going to put it just over that the piece where those two pieces come together, so that the break in the paper isn't right between them. All right. And we've got our 3 flags, but again, they're, well, they seem much longer than in this picture. That's for one thing. So maybe we're just going to chop off to trim it. I probably down here if I read the directions. So we're just going to position these where we want. And I think I'm going to put 2 white, and I'm going to grab or make one from. Now they've got layered stickers and embellishments. So I'm going to have to cut out some hibiscus and cameras to kind of put over the top there, since I'm not going to use stickers on there. All right, and so the next is our 3 mats, and they are this. Now, we weren't told to use a reverse, I don't think, but I certainly can. So all 3 of these are the same, cut from the same piece, but I can add a pop of color in there. And that is pretty tight quarters in there. Not a lot of space in between, but I like it already. It's perfectly fine to use repositionable. There's some people that only use repositionable to scrapbook. I just prefer to use the regular tape. Okay. And now this piece, of course I could tuck it under there too. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to tuck it under the ropes, or maybe one under the rope. That's the beauty again of the repositionable too. Not only can you kind of go through without really paying too much attention, but you can also, as it's called, repositionable, you can also reposition. Now you do have to watch out. Sometimes it'll lift up I'm going to cut some of this off. Some of the print on the paper. Because the printed paper obviously is white core. It's not solid core because it's printed. So sometimes, of course, layering these is also a gift. All right. Now what I want to do, actually, I want to take this up again. I meant to do this. And I think we all know this trick, but I'm going to, out of my mat, I'm going to cut a couple of these, since it is such a thin mat. That way I have, because I used most of this paper, I have extra chunk of white, but I don't have extra chunk of this paper. So I'm gonna, out of the middle of my mat here, I'm gonna take some punches so that I can use them as decorative elements. This punch likes to hang on. There's probably some punch poop stuck in there, gumming things up. If you're having trouble with a particular punch, that's probably the issue. And I think I'll take one more. All right, Miguel. YouTube, we've got some troublemakers on YouTube today. All right, let go of it. I love when it flies out when I'm not paying attention. I don't think it came out. I think it's still in there. Come out, wherever you are. Oh yeah, I hear it in there. Where'd it go? It ate it. Either that or it did fall on the floor. I thought I could hear it in there. I must be losing my mind. All right, well, good thing I have another one of these. I'm going to take another one from here. Hopefully this one. Oh, all right. Well, it was still in there. Now I got it. All right, but I do need to take one more. All right. There it came. Now I need to put these back on. Oh, probably because I probably punched where I already had adhesive. That is the problem with doing that after they've already been stuck down. Okay, so if you're just jumping on, now I have lots of holes in my mats, but that is by design, and it's a pretty, it's a very thin mat, so I can get away with that because like these flowers are pretty close to the edge. That's about 1/8, and so it's 6 1/4 by 3 3/4. So our photo, as it says here, is going to be 6 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to finish with the other side of the page, and then I'll come back. I'm going to not stick those on because I'm going to use one of the other ones. All right, this page is done. Set it aside. Now I just have to jump off in these. All right, we're going to weld these together. Make sure we weld on the right side. And while I'm doing that, how many I see lots of people that are going to be at Volano either March or April. So I had to add a second one because the first one filled up. But who's coming to one of the Volano retreats? Raise your hand there in the comments if you're coming either to the March one this weekend or the April Volano. And I've had a lot of registrations for Lakeland recently. All right. Great. So you guys are probably all packed. All right. Now we've got these on here. And I think I'll go ahead and turn one over. And then these two over here. Oh, I forgot the ropes. Let's not forget the ropes. My husband just came home and let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Brendan let the dogs out. Now they're causing a ruckus. I apologize if you can hear them. All right, this is going up here. All right, so that looks like that's how that is playing out here. Oh, I think one of these is supposed to be this one. Of course it was. So let me put this over here. Lift this up. This one was kind of chunky. So chunky. Okay. That'll work. And we can add I'll tuck this under here because it's got adhesive on the front of it because of where I cut it from in there. All right, back to the page at hand here. Now I've covered up my instructions. All right, I can stick these down first. We're in the home stretch now. Alrighty. I think this page is coming together nicely, and I really like the way the colors came out. They're like a soft tropical kind of feel. They're going to look really good with the pictures. Let me put this one in. Oh, never fails. There was with the adhesive promo from last week. It was a different color tape runner, and it sold out so fast. And I think people liked it because the case was a different color, so that when you're busy scrapping, you could just grab the different color. It was the strong grip one, and I only got a few of them. And I think Jackie and Jen texted me after they sold out, and so I said they could have them. So I couldn't even order more. It's so funny how that happens. Sometimes things that you wouldn't think sell out immediately, and then other things like the gum leaf punch. Let's talk about the gum leaf punch. I think that thing is still out there, and it's on sale. So if you haven't gotten the gum leaf yet, you really should get it. Yeah, Nancy, I need to get with you because you won one of the $10 off your order. So we need to get together and get you squared away. You'll have to think about what little scrappy something you need. I'm going to trim this. Some of these are just so long. Oh, sorry. Helps if I put adhesive. All right. Helps if I cut it straight, though. My goodness, I'm not really sure that's much better. And I think, oh, I already had one. Since this little cluster down here is mostly color, I can take a little camera out of. I need to clear that punch. It's getting more and more upset with me. I just keep adding the paper inside. Okay. And I can add that over the top. Okay, well now it's time to stick down the pictures. Oh, okay. That sounds good, Nancy. Got plenty of those. All right, so pictures. Let's see if I can get both of these pages out here. They're not going to both fit in the view, but in my mind, that was going to go there. That picture might not work there. Let's see. We've got some scrapping pictures. I think I was going to put those together on one. And that will definitely go there, and a group photo there. And well, I think Kim is going to put those like that. And I think I could fit in Lucille over there. I think that's how we'll do it. Now, I'm going to split these. You think that's what it is, Stacy? I'm going to split some of these so that I can make room for more pictures. So if we go back to my guide here, my guide says the photo needs to be 6 by 3.5. So I'm going to switch over to my personal trimmer. And so this has to be 3.5. I don't want to cut off anyone's head. So let's see how that works. And 3.5. And so I need to go probably, well, 3 and 3 is 6, but I need to go slightly under that. So let's see, that's 2 1/4. That'll work there. And then this one I can leave a little wider. So 3.5 and how much can I get rid of this? About 1/2 inch. A little bit more. works. Maybe just a smidge off. So in case you missed it, this was, I don't know, maybe the 7th or 8th cruise that we did. And we did get 14 in before COVID kind of made us take a pause. But hopefully we'll be back to scrapping at sea again very soon. All right, now I can stick that down. So you see how nicely that worked out. I think it's one of those things that we all know in the back of our heads that you can punch out of your mat, but sometimes we forget to do it. I do. But in this case, because I so efficiently, used the paper pieces, I really needed to do that, to get some of my little decorative elements. My next page will actually be the continuation. This is one of the years that we did a back-to-back cruise. So I thought there's no way I can fit them all onto, let's see, which has more room for me to crop off. I don't know. I might not be able to fit. All right, let me see. These are 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. So let me start with that. 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. 2 3/4 should be easy. 4 3/4. We don't want to lose the flamingo. And that's there. Now, I like to do this to see what am I going to lose. I'm really going to just lose some of Kim's hair. If I push it up, it's just a little bit on the side. So I'm going to go for it. And 4 3/4. I'm just a little bit off the top, and the rest. I want to get the little flamingo straw and Kim's turquoise necklace. Really goes well with this teal color paper. All right. Okay, what to do with these? Let's see. Can I fit? I think I can fit it. So I'm just going to throw this one on as is. I could also circle one of these and overlap it, but I think I'm going to trim these to fit. And I don't have to trim any. The photo size is 4 by 6, so I don't have to trim any off the height. I just have to trim off the sides. And how much more do I need? I can just lose some of their arms. And a little bit more, and work should be good. Okey-doke. And we are almost done. I'm actually backtracking. I think the last pictures I did were from 2013, but then I realized that I hadn't seen these cruise pictures. So, okay, whoops, sorry. there is that 2-page spread. So, of course, we have hundreds of pictures, as we do with lots of events, but I really try to just do 1 2-page spread for each retreat. And I am making my way. Let's see, Mount Dora. Well, St. Simon's was 51. This is 52. So it's going to be a couple albums, but this is what I have them in. This is one of the Creative Memories custom albums, and all of my retreat and cruise pictures, all my multi-day events are in here, and these are from last month that I haven't put in yet. So super fun. Another event is scrapped. Let's see, I've got some extra little pieces here. I cut them out of the mats. I should go ahead and use them. I can cover up some of these larger areas. Picking up little parts of the flowers here. And then that is a wrap. And I really like the way that this page came out. Or that these pages came out. I needed this little brain break. So thank you. It was crazy and I was late, and I appreciate Subi checking on me. And but I needed this brain break this afternoon. I switched those up because the mat was yellow there. All right. And we're done. Okay, let me grab a paper pack to give away to those of you that are live. So hold, please. I'm still here. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Okay. So I've grabbed this Beautiful Memories paper pack, which is not for sale, and comes with a little sticker strip. Really pretty. And we're going to do a drawing for that. Excuse my water. And remove myself. Okay. So if you've shared already, you're going to be entered to win this paper pack and sticker pack. And if you haven't shared yet, because you're watching the replay, you can still share and you'll be entered to win $10 off your next order. So let's give away some paper. All right. Find the right place. Okay. Who's ready? Drum roll, please. Subi! Congratulations, Subi. You are the winner. Where did I go? Oh, there I am. Hi. So congratulations, Sue. You are the winner. Beautiful Memories. And I will get that to you. I'll probably send it with your National Scrapbook Day package. And thank you so much for being on today and for sharing and hanging out with me while I make a page. If you were making a page today, I would love for you to post a picture of it and tag Daytona Area Scrapbooking. Show us what you made, if you made this recipe, or if you did a different recipe while I was jabbering on. I would love to see it. Go ahead and tag Daytona Area Scrapbooking in that. And I guess that's all. Don't forget to sign up for National Scrapbook Day, which is not just one day, March 24th to April 4th. All kinds of challenges that you can do, not do. There's, if you choose the card class, if you're used to doing a card kit, you're going to want to sign up for National Scrapbook Day and choose cards. If you are on my subscription for the card class, don't worry, you're already signed up. You do not have to sign up again. You're already signed up for National Scrapbook Day if you are part of my card class subscription. So thank you all for joining me today. And until I see you all again, and some of you, that will be Thursday, stay scrappy, my friends. Thanks so much. Bye.